Oh, should get the right overlay to start. There we go. Let's go, Dark Brownie. Ah, there we go. Alright, guys, welcome. This is Bronze Boot Camp. Today is November 15th. Good to have everybody here. We are going to play some games. We're going to comment on them. You guys can go back, figure out what you did wrong, improve. This is a great time to do it, too, between the seasons here.
Yeah, this is awesome. If you and don't forget, if you're playing ranked, even though it's in between seasons, your MMR is affected.
Yep.
So
you can still climb the ladder and get better for your placements.
Yeah, but yeah, this is definitely a great time to improve. Jungle is going to be changing significantly.
Yeah.
And no one can really say they have a good idea of how the jungle is going to be played in 6 months or 3 months even. But
yeah,
some of the basics are still going to be the same. So
yeah, it still seems like we're gonna have like tanky junglers as well as carry junglers.
Yeah, that's the goal, and I'm sure even if it doesn't start off like that, it'll end up like that. So this is Trinity Force podcast. This is a part of Trinity Force podcast. Bronze Boot Camp. We allow bronze and silver 5 players to play against each other. And we're just commentating, helping them get better. If you get a chance, go check out TrinityForcePodcast.com. They have a really good podcast for learning about the game and how to improve the current patch, what champions you can play, and how to play them, etc. It's really cool. Also, check out the Oz LOL and the LCS Rundown. Those podcasts just teach you about the scene and what's going on there. And there's pretty good stuff, so make sure you check that out. We have... For our bans, Fizz, Amumu, and Darius coming out from Blue Team, and Morgana, Rammus, Lucian from Purple Team. What do you think about those bans there?
You know, I agree with most of them. The Darius ban is a little surprising. Like, I get why you want to ban him. It's just when I want to select bans, it has to be a mix between are they hard to play against and are they picked often enough?
Right.
You know.
I don't hate the Darius ban, but I was surprised by it. Maybe that's something. Maybe the top laner just said, I have a really hard time against Darius. Please ban Darius or something like that. And that's a perfectly legit reason to ban someone.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot of people that I think they must ban them now. But
yeah, balance is pretty good right now.
Yeah.
How do I sound?
Good. I'm glad that people don't pick Katarina all the time.
Me too. I hate Katarina.
Yeah.
I banned her. I banned Akali, Katarina, and Morgana. If they ban Morgana, I ban Udyr.
Really, Udyr?
Yeah, he's been really popular recently for some reason in the games I've been playing. Like, people solo carrying with him.
Going the God-ear route.
Yeah. My team was raging so hard at our Udyr, and then he won the game for us.
Yep. That's almost always the way that it goes. It's just so annoying.
It is annoying. So we see, wow. We see Thresh, Fiddle, and Corki so far. That's what I thought. I was wondering if they're going to go an AP mid lane. This is such an AP heavy team if they go this route.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we'll see what their top lane is. So okay.
Garen, even so, I mean,
Yeah.
Garen's ult's AP, and he's not like he's a tank, and he's their only tank, so he's going to have to be tanky. But he's also their only. Well, Corky's AD obviously, but it's a very AP heavy team. I would definitely be looking into as a tank 2 MR items and as a carry 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially depending who their AD is, like an earlier Mercurial Scimitar.
Yeah, I'm a fan of that. It's fun. It just makes you because you get so much AD from it as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. More damage.
Yeah, I mean, like as a third item, it's still like against an AP heavy team, it's gonna be better than your Bloodthirster. It's still gonna give you the same amount of damage, and it's gonna give you more defense overall, even though you're missing out on the lifesteal.
Yeah, it'll help you. It won't keep you from being bursted.
Yeah, as long as you remember to use the active.
Mm-hmm.
That's the big
Yeah,
thing.
and that's really important against a fiddle.
Yeah, because the fear is still, I think, at max rank 2.25 seconds.
Something dumb.
They reduced it from 3 seconds, thankfully.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, it's 2 or somewhere in there. 2.25 sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so on the right side, look how much lockdown they have. Udyr stun, Pantheon stun, Leona root, Leona stun, TF stun. Like so much single target, so many single target stuns, and TS is on a short cooldown. Udyr's is on a short cooldown, and then Leona and Pants are not terribly long.
Yeah,
that's like a. I guess you could call it a pick comp. It's kind of weird.
it's a pick comp.
Yeah, it's weird to say pick comp for me because I don't have someone who is like long range. So I guess they have the TF ult into a stun, but yeah, I guess a pick comp. I don't know why I'm having trouble saying that. It is. It's a pick comp.
Yeah. What do you think about taking cleanse in the mid lane for Annie?
Against a TF, Corky should take cleanse more than Annie. I wouldn't take it as Annie. As Annie, I'd take ignite. When you're against TF, you want to play a bursty champion, which she did, and you can take ignite just to help that secure those kills. Because as a burst, that's TF's weakness is burst. So like Zed, Annie, even Ari, like someone who can just take them down really quick. But AD carries are supposed to go cleanse against TF, but not. It's such a rare
It's not mandatory,
item.
I don't think, but yeah.
Yeah, that's what the pros do. But the pros are really good at cleanse.
Yeah, you really need to be like quick. You need to anticipate like that stun's gonna come up.
Yeah, I always press cleanse right before it hits me. I'm like, so I get like a half stun on me, but I still let it stun me for like, too long.
Okay. So bottom lane matchup: Ezreal and Leona against Thresh and Corki.
If the supports were switched, I would say Corki Leona all day.
Well, that's not what's happening though.
That's not what's happening. I think Leona Ez is pretty good. Like if Leona's one of the better supports for Ezreal, and Thresh Corki is okay. It's pretty good too, because Corki does so much damage early. Like one of the most. If you can, so he's like really good with a poke person or. Thresh works because Thresh does have his poke with his empowered autos, but his passive on his autos, but he can hold someone in Corky's Gatling gun for a really long time.
Yeah, this would be a gain to max Flay first.
Yeah, at the highest level, I would give this. I think I would give this to Ez Leona by a hair. But no, I'm sorry, Thresh Corki by hair. But here I'm going to give it to Leona.
And why is that?
Because if you're playing Thresh against a Leona, I've said this a lot, especially when we first started doing this. Like, Thresh can stand from levels 1 to 6. He can stand on Corki, and Leona can't do anything. Because if she E's, you E, and then cancel her movement in. So she'll just move closer and then get flayed back, and she won't be able to stun or even hit with a W.
Yeah.
But once she's 6, if you stand on them, she's just gonna ult you both.
Yeah.
But it's hard. It's actually not that hard to do because you have so much time to react to it. Because her E goes out and then she pulls herself in, so you have a good amount of time to react to it. But it's hard to keep in mind if you're not used to keeping it in mind.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I need to be on my carry so I can flay Leona off.
You definitely need to work on your proximity as Thresh this game. I got a message from Furry Ewok, or Annie player. He says he took cleanse because we don't have tank, so I need to go tanky Annie and get a good engage, so I need not to get stunned.
I would say the opposite of that is true.
You've got, well, they're not overly tank. Like, they got Garen, yeah. But
Yeah.
like, just because
No.
you don't have tanks doesn't mean you have to go like.
I love tanky Annie.
Yeah.
But I would say the opposite is true. If you're building tank, you don't need the cleanse. If you're building tank, then you play her more control style and you go for AoE stuns. So you can take exhaust to kind of support Corki and keep like Udyr or Pantheon from, especially Pantheon, because Pantheon wants to assassinate Corki. So when he jumps in, you just exhaust him and then he doesn't do anything and you kill him. And Thresh already has an exhaust, but they have like a couple of people that exhaust would work on. Or you could go with Ignite, but Cleanse is for squishy champions because it keeps you from getting killed, quick, blown up. But if you're tanky, you're not going to get blown up.
Yeah. I still think like the DFG route would be better this game than going
because
like
you're against the TF. Well, it's better. If I suck at it, so I don't do it. But if you can do it, it's superior. DFG Annie is superior to Roa Annie if you play it right. But I can't. So does your clock say like 5:59 or 6 minutes right now?
No.
My clock always does that.
It'll switch back here, and now you're back to normal.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm also switching my people around.
Good job. All right, hopping into game here. Udyr will probably be starting. It looks like he's going to start for his blue side. And
a summoner has disconnected.
Do
You
they
can
make
pause
this-
the game.
Yep,
Yay! We're learning.
Good on him.
Good on you.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Thresh going coin rather than
Relic shield or anything.
relic shield.
or-
I like that in solo queue.
You do?
Yeah. I find it really hard as Thresh with relic shield to get the CS because you're not melee, so you don't get the execute, and you do have your passive, but
Yeah.
it's hard enough to get your relic stacks off if you are melee. Especially, I mean, after laning, but during laning it's like it's like not bad. But with Thresh, like a lot of times your AD carry can get the CS before you, and it's just hard to remember. Like, okay, I'm not supposed to get this. I'm gonna let my Thresh get it. And also, it sucks if you're like, all right, you get the big one, and then he messes it up because he doesn't have the execute.
Yeah, the problem I have with going coin is it just makes you so like a squishy champion.
Squishy, yeah.
Yeah. And when you're the one that needs to be going in and peeling for your AD carries, it's hard to survive when you have that coin. I mean, like, for like Red's team, I would have almost had Leona rather go coin, just because of like their team comp.
Yeah, she could even switch.
Yeah,
I do
switch
that a
later
lot
on.
on Leona. I'll start with Relic, and then upgrade it once, and then like around mid game switch it out. I don't upgrade it all the way. I'll switch it out for coin because the active is so good on Shirelia or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Summoner's Rift.
I don't know. I don't even know what it's called.
Motherfucker.
The AOE speed boost is.
Yeah, no, it's Shirelia. No, it's not Shirelia's, damn it. It's, I don't know. Disc of the Sun?
Golden omelet. I don't know.
You say golden omelet?
Yeah.
Ah, close enough for me.
Golden omelet. That's what it looks like.
Okay.
Alright.
Pantheon's waiting for another potion. He's going
Oh.
really, really mana heavy.
You have a Pantheon. Okay. Oh, yes, he is. Oh, he's not jungle.
No.
Oh. I was going to say, you have a Pantheon jungle. Go ahead and 155 invade. I talk about the 155 invade like we were talking about it more a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
I guess like right around Worlds times, but because they're doing it a lot. But if you're Pantheon, I would do it.
Yeah, I mean, like as a full team, you mean?
Yeah, well, 4 like bot, mid, and jungle.
And it's pretty risky. It always is. Like even if you get it out, and you get a kill or you get a buff, you can miss a whole wave down bottom, and that can put you behind.
Yeah, but you should like, they have TF stun, Leona stun, Pantheon stun. They should be all right. Or Pantheon's top. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, Pantheon's down the jungle.
Yeah.
A summoner has reconnected.
But yeah, it's certainly, there's always a risk. Certainly. So many pots.
Yeah, going. Like,
Thresh didn't start a ward. Day style.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
It's a risk. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you can die for that.
Yeah.
If the jungler doesn't punish you, that's awesome. Okay. Most junglers aren't going to punish you for that. And you'll get away with it, and you'll be fine. As you get, the higher you get, the more likely you are to be punished for that.
Mm-hmm. Well, with their lane, they're going to be shoving up. Most likely.
Who? Corki Ez? I mean, Corki Thresh or Ez
Corki
Neo?
Thresh, just by nature
Yeah.
of their champions, should be pushing harder than Leona
So you
Ezreal.
need that ward.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And even with that extra ward, it becomes really hard, like by the first time you want to back, to keep that river warded the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, especially with Udyr, who can really get on you pretty quickly, that ward can... Yeah, I mean, the ward's going to save you.
Yeah. As long as you're watching the menu.
Yes, that's true.
Excuse me.
As long as you place the ward and, yeah, look at your minimap.
Oh. Andy, go ahead and auto TF after that stun.
Mm-hmm.
When you get that stun, that's good. You can auto Q auto, or you can just stun auto walk away. But use that, get that extra harassment. It's just a little bit, but it makes a difference. And then back off so you lose minion aggro. Okay, both junglers are doing their red, and we'll see. We'll see where they go. Is this a god deer or is this a regular? Probably going
Might be.
for trick style. Yeah. As Garen versus Pantheon, I might actually run armor.
Like a cloth
Cloth
5?
5. Yes, cloth 5. Thank you.
Pot
Cloth
5.
5. Because Pantheon can kill you, but if you have cloth 5, he'll run out of mana. Like, look how low mana he is, but you're low health too.
Yeah.
But if you have cloth 5, you can out heal his damage, but you're at his mana pool. But you're doing a decent job with it now, anyways. So. And you do have teleport. Don't be afraid to use that.
Yeah.
Especially when the enemy has ignite.
Yeah, if Udyr signals he's coming in, Leona, you gotta try to be in range where you can get his Zenith Blade. You know, yeah, to follow up or to lock down initially. And it's, yeah, it's a hard line to walk between baiting them in and scaring them off. Like, if you just walk up to them normally, they're going to suspect a gank. But if you just place yourself in a more vulnerable position, like just in front of the minions without looking to go in on them, you can usually make them stay around long enough.
Wow, that damage onto Ezreal's huge.
Yeah, man. Probably didn't need to
Leona
flash.
flashed?
Yeah, and did not need to flash.
Yeah. They're still focusing onto Ez, and they weren't going to get him. Even if they switched to you, Thresh's CC is gone, so... And your shield was still activated, and you take so little damage with that on.
Garen, if Pantheon has his passive up, make sure that you auto-attack before you use your Q.
Yeah, completely blocks all that damage. Good point. So, again, as Garen, like, I would go back, heal, come back in fully, and then bully Pantheon.
Yeah, I mean, you got your teleport, why not?
And he doesn't, so... Okay, you are getting that fiddle gank. Let's see what happens here. Okay, Phil's going around. Look and see where the minions are, because now you're getting seen by the minions. Look at your map, at your minions, and that's where his minions are. I don't think Pantheon saw him, so...
No, it's not close enough. But... yeah. And now Udyr is coming in. Yeah. Just waited around a little bit too long.
Alright, Annie, you're level 6 right now, so your burst will do... Well, with just Adorns, it'll still probably do half his health, your full combo. So your goal is to get him down to half his health. And then, since you don't have Ignite, if you had Ignite, you could almost even do just 3/4. But you want to get him down to, like, right where you can 100 to 0, or X to 0 him. So say you can do 75% of his health. You want to get him 25% down and then go all off on him. And that'll also give him a sense of security while he's still so full, but you can do like a lot of damage. I don't know what your runes and masteries are, but
yeah,
do a lot.
Yeah, Corky and Thresh, that last time you went in, Leona is right on top of you and Ezreal was so far away, there's no reason to go on to Ezreal. Just go ahead and focus down on Leona. And you may not get a kill, but you're going to get her low enough where she can't engage anymore and you have complete control of the lane until they go back.
Yeah. Backing and... yeah. There's so many little intricacies.
Yeah. Good job. Like, you need to make sure you go back at the same time for the bottom lane.
It's very helpful.
Yeah.
Because one of you is just going to get poked down. And bullied out. Now, if you haven't already, Annie, as soon as TF gets 6, you want to be telling your team, like, okay, TF is 6, he can bolt in. And TF needs to be looking for that. That's why TF is a mid laner, because you can teleport to top or bottom really easily. I mean, that's not the only reason, but. Nice. And remember, the lower he is, the more damage that does. I think. Yeah, that was really, really well played. Very well done, Garen.
TF coming top.
Yep. And he did ping that, but it was not right away.
Okay,
let me go back.
Yeah, Fiddlesticks, you just saw 2 people go up to the top lane. Now would be a good time to dragon. I mean, if 3 other people were off the map, basically, and not in a position to contest dragon, so like that would have been the perfect time. You probably don't even need your bot lane as Fiddlesticks. Like, you're signaling it way too late. You need to recognize that immediately. Like, as soon as TF teleports top, you should have been going to dragon.
And about that TF teleporting top, Annie, you need to tell your team sooner that that TF is gone. Especially like, okay, Garen just got a kill, so he's probably pretty low. So TF is probably looking to gank, or even Garen and Pantheon are fighting, so TF is probably looking to gank.
Oh, Leona, you're not in a good way.
Yeah. Thresh going too aggro there. They're gonna pay the price for that. Wow. Thresh, instead of moving into Ezreal, you need to be moving down towards your base. Just it's hard when you're focusing on so much, but you need to keep track of your own health as well, not just your enemy.
Yeah, it looks like Udyr's going tanky route, not the trick route.
Oh, that's nice. First team sanity. Let's take a look at these.
We do allow silver 5s, but we don't allow anything above that.
Unless we are desperate.
Yeah.
Let's look at these CS scores. So right now, Pantheon is up 15 about. That's significant. And there you go, Annie. Excellent. Excellent kill.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
And then you have TF up 8. Not huge. But Ezreal is up 23 on Corki. That is so big. And I think in lane they were winning the fights, but maybe he was just focusing too much on poking, or did you notice?
I think he's just kind of bad at CSing. Like, I don't say that often because I mean, like, everyone's pretty bad at CSing, but like when you're controlling the lane that much, and especially as Corki, where you have a lot of abilities that can easily clean up 3-4 CS at once, you shouldn't be behind an Ezreal.
Ezreal's a good CSer, but when you're leading the lane like that, yeah, just make sure you're not focusing too much on doing damage. And what I tell people a lot is go into a custom game and just farm by yourself, and your goal is to not push and to hit as many last hits as you can by 10 minutes. And you'll do that until you get like 80 by 10 minutes consistently, and then go play a game. Go play in ranked with that champion, and you'll watch your CS go up so much more.
Yep. And you can even do it where you don't take runes or items, just to really lock it in.
That's if you are like focusing on just the ability to last hit. If you want to get used to last hitting with your specific champion, then you would take items. It's both are really, really useful. I think Froggen's the one who kind of popularized that, like going in without items.
Yeah.
I think so. There was a lantern. Oh, that's so beautiful. That was so beautiful. Well done. Very well done. And rumor has it next week we'll be able to hand out RP for MVPs. Is that right?
I think so, yeah.
Sorry you won't be getting it this week, but you still get to learn. That was such a good play. Leona ulted, and then TF ulted in as well off of that ult, and it was just like so much lockdown. That was so well done. That was impressive. That's one of the best plays I've seen in a bronze boot camp.
Yeah, it was very well coordinated.
Yeah, communication. I mean, whew. Now we just need someone to die to a jungle camp.
Yep. Well, Garen, like I thought you would have realized, like you gotta auto attack before you use your Q. Like he's been blocking it every time, man. And that's a big thing in top lane, like realizing what your opponent's doing, like what their style is and how to move from there.
And just the quirks of each champion. And it's hard as Garen to get in their auto and then Q, because your Q is also your speed up. But trading with the Panth might just not be the best idea for Garen. At this point, at least.
Yeah, no, man. It doesn't matter a whole lot now because Garen's got control of the lane.
Yeah.
I mean, he should.
Well, Panth is like pretty far ahead in CS, though. I think Panth is actually slightly ahead in gold. But
good lantern.
Yeah, and earlier there was a lantern for Corki. He jumped instead of taking it, and maybe that was the right decision there because sometimes it's hard to grab the lantern or whatever. But yeah, Pantheon is actually one of Garen's biggest counters, according to LoL counter or whatever it's called.
Okay.
That was a nice play. Now you can use this. Do they have Dragon Timer? I'm not sure.
They have Dragon Timer. They got it last time.
So you know that. Oh yes, yes.
All
Well
right.
done. So now, good. You can go grab Dragon with that Tibbers, or you can use Tibbers to push the lane. Oh, Tibbers got Panth ulted.
Well, Garen's coming down too. There's gonna be a whole like.
I feel like this is bad decision by Red.
Yeah.
Blue's so far ahead in this fight, not in the game, but yeah. Now you get tower, and then you get Dragon. Don't chase the kills. Just grab the tower. Thresh. There you want to go past the tower, and then get it. Yes, you got the kills, but now you're not gonna be able to get Dragon. You'll still get the tower, but you won't get Dragon.
Annie, back off. Come on. Yeah, like that's a pet peeve of those people chasing way too far.
Yeah.
Kills really don't win games. And now, like, yeah, they're all back up, so you're putting yourself in a dangerous situation if you try to do Dragon.
If you Dragon, you'll lose 3, and may or may not get the Dragon, or at least lose 2 people. All right, here we go. Here's where does my call work out? They're gonna lose 2, and they may or may not lose the Dragon.
Yeah, Fiddlesticks is out of mana, so he can't tank drain it.
Okay.
I still want it. Leona goes in with his Zenith Blade here. She has her ult up. And they're really grouped up. Look
she
at
can get ult on 3 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they just start conceding Dragon, it looks like.
Yeah.
Ezreal got it though, so there was a chance for a steal. Yeah, you guys, if you had just gotten the tower instead of chasing those kills and then gone straight Dragon, you would have been able to get it. It's just a priority issue. Prioritize. And, well, maybe it might also just be you may not realize like, oh, this means I'm giving up the tower. But don't chase for the kill when you can get an objective. And you might not have even gotten the kill. There's a chance he's going to get away.
Yeah. But I mean, if they're low, you can basically count that as a death timer. And when you have those death timers, that gives you like an opportunity. Like, okay, for the next 20 seconds, the map is ours. We can do whatever we want, sort of thing. But if you waste those 20 seconds chasing for another kill, you basically negated that whole advantage you had.
Exactly.
What the hell?
So if blue had gotten that dragon, this game would be really, really, really close right now. But red, it's still not like way off by any means, but red's up 2,500. So
Brutalizer on Corki is a big no-no. That really doesn't help you.
And why is that?
Because most of Corki's skills do magic damage, so getting armor penetration does not help. You need to, like, if you... like, a Haunting
True.
Guise would have been more effective than a Brutalizer. And, like, even that's a little troll build, but...
Yeah.
I've seen it been done, like, get a Leandri's Torment, like as a third item on Corki. But, yeah. Your number one priority should be finishing T-Force, yeah. And you
And then
need...
or Infinity Edge?
in this game, I think a Blade of the Ruined King would be a good alternative.
Okay.
Because he needs a little bit more ability against the people like
Udyr and
Udyr.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good ward thresh. That was really good. He saw this pink gore, he's like, okay, I'm going to kill it. And then he's like, wait, I should ward that bush so I'm not going to get ambushed while I'm trying to kill this.
Yeah.
Very good. This is like... This has been a good game.
Yeah. Like, Corki, you're up 2 kills on Ezreal, but you're still down more than, like, 1,000 gold just based on your CS.
Yeah, he's got almost double.
So that needs to be something you work on.
Yeah. Because you obviously have, like, a good... You're doing well with your trading and such.
Oh.
But... Focus on that CS. I'm not a huge...
Distortion?
What?
I understand, like, it's a good thing to get. Just so you can get the flash Tibbers a lot more.
Yeah, that's true. But I wouldn't get it unless you had 2 spells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You teleport
Yes.
or something.
You're 100% right. Like, flash is huge on Annie, but I'd rather see home guards or something. Home guards can work the same as a flash. Like, you can catch people off guard with your speed coming out. Like, not at this point. You shouldn't be getting an enchantment at this point in the game. This is too early for a boot enchantment.
Yeah, usually not.
Boot enchantments come out maybe at 30 minutes, I'd say.
For most champions, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's when, like, it's normal to start getting them.
Yeah, like it may be different if you're like a Rammus or something. Or if
Yes.
the team's really behind you, you need to get out there right away.
Alright, so...
What was the other item you were talking about? You were about to say something.
I'm not a huge fan of the Ezreal first item, Infinity Edge. I prefer it second or third even. Second, either way, I think you get Trinity first, and then you can get, if you're going normal Ezreal, Trinity, and then you can get Last Whisper or Infinity Edge, depending on how much armor they have. Because penetration's super important on Ezreal.
I don't mind it. I really don't. Like, if you're winning the lane and you're ahead, that eye edge is going to be more impactful, usually, than a full Trinity Force. So, yeah, going eye edge into a Sheen, that'll be better than going, like, a T-Force and a BF sword. Like, for the same, like, gold.
Yeah, I think... Yeah, I don't know.
That's just the way, like, if I'm ahead in lane, I'll grab an early BF sword and stuff.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll
too.
like grab a BF sword and then go into T-Force.
Me too.
But yeah,
But I wouldn't finish the eye edge.
And, like,
Maybe I'm wrong about that, but that's what I would
this
do.
might have been a good team to go blue build.
It would have, actually. Oh, yeah, it's great against Garen.
Yeah, like, he could still go blue build here.
Yeah.
I'd do it.
I don't know if I would at this point because runes and masters are huge for blue build Ezreal.
It's like the cooldown a little bit.
Yeah, but blue build would have been if I was in champion select, I would have been thinking blue build this game for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Andy, that worked out for you, but go ahead and Q W and then back off. You Q'd, backed off, went back in, W'd, and then backed off, and you could have been punished for that pretty hard. That is so awkward.
Yeah, poor Fiddlesticks.
That if you're gonna do that, you need to move in further.
Yeah.
Like you were only hitting the dragon with your ult, and you shouldn't do that because your team wasn't there to back you up.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
nice.
Great stun by Annie.
Great, Annie, you just won that for your team. That was awesome. That was a great ult. And Thresh hook. Nice.
I get it.
Nice. And Corky, no. Yeah, I definitely would have preferred to see a Sheen over
Brutalizer.
Brutalizer.
Yeah, don't like.
And a Sheen over.
There's a lot of champion AD carries that like to go Yomu's. Corky is the one that you definitely don't want to do it on.
Yeah, there's a few, and Corky's definitely one you don't.
Actually, like, so little of
He's a
your kid is
caster.
actually so little of your kid is actually focused on an actual like physical damage. Because you got magic damage, you got true damage, and you also got your physical damage. But the biggest part of your kid is magic damage, really.
I said he's a caster, like that's a reason you wouldn't get it. But casters actually get humans. I don't know why I said that.
Yeah.
But
oh boy.
I don't know. That's trouble. I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I actually. I don't hate Brutalizer. The more I think
For like
about
the
it.
cooldown reduction.
Yeah, because it gives cooldown reduction. It gives you. I guess at this point in the game, especially, you're doing. Your autos really aren't your damage.
I mean, if you want cooldown reduction, then go like T-Force into Essence Reaver. But yeah, I don't like getting Brutalizer on Corky.
Yeah, I guess a lot of even your skills that aren't magic is like true damage, right?
Yeah, you get the passive true damage on your auto attacks.
Yeah, and you already have some pen. Doesn't he have something that shreds armor?
I'm pretty sure, yeah, his W does.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
check that to make sure.
I've seen people get Last Whisper on him a lot, but never Brutalizer. I guess Last Whisper would be late game if they have like a ton of armor, and you already have your pen boots and stuff.
Yeah,
'Cause you do, like,
he already does reduce. He's got level 4 in it.
yeah, so
8
early
armor per second.
Yeah, physical damage is going to be helping you more than
The armor
attack
pen.
damage is going to be helping you more than pen at the early stages.
Oh boy.
Oh, scene. Now you have to make the call and just back off. Yes. Once you're seen, like you can't sneak in a Baron at level 13 when their whole team is present.
Yeah.
If they know you're there.
And he took a ton of damage for that.
She did. She got.
And
She
where's
keeps
the-
getting,
Yeah, what?
Don't Tibbers to tanks.
Oh, that's a great place for Fiddlesticks.
Yeah. That ended up working out, but
Corky
That's
could have
still gonna
cost him
clean
that. Yeah. Corky was off farming bottom lane that time.
yeah.
Red team quadra kill.
Thresh your one chance there. You didn't have a chance, but if you did, it was to time your hook with his incoming and cancel his automate attack before you got it off, and then flay him again, and keep him under tower. But it wasn't going to happen. But there'd be a miracle play.
Yeah.
Turret has been destroyed.
So Corky just finished his T-Force at 28 minutes.
Yeah.
That's not good. That's like not
finish
good
it,
at
like-
all. You should be finishing at sub 20. Definitely,
Yeah.
like 15 minutes should be done.
15 would be nice.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's such a huge spike in Corky's power.
He's an early game carry.
Mm-hmm. And especially you got Sheen for the last component.
Yeah.
That needs to be either your first or second.
Yeah, I could see Phage coming before it, but not Zeal.
No.
Excuse me. I think I'm getting sick from you by talking to you on Skype.
No, sorry. I'll cover my mouth.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Tez. We'll open up the next lobby. Just make sure it's a tournament draft.
Well, guess that's spoilers. Alright. This Garen is huge. I really don't know who's going to win. I assume it's going to be red because they're ahead. But not by that much.
Yeah. Like, Corky being behind is really hurting them a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. And the Trinity Force and being behind are two separate issues.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the late Trinity Force is compounded by being behind.
They can keep fighting this here. Blue can keep fighting this. But no, they back off. Yeah, but they had a lot, like, because they have like the Fiddlestick Sphere into Annie's stun, they can keep fighting that.
Annie, you're so low.
Yeah.
Like a random TF card could kill you. I would, yeah, just go back. That's good.
I didn't see, what was Pantheon focusing in that fight?
I didn't even notice.
Because you should still be trying to dive the back line. Because you're not going to do anything. You don't need to peel for your AD carry. He can do that for himself.
He was just sitting back, hitting whoever came near.
Yeah, like, Pantheon's one of the champions where it's okay to dive the back line.
Definitely. Yeah. He's an assassin. That's what assassins do.
Mm-hmm.
Kill the important targets.
Nice. I might clean up on this.
I can't see this game ending in the next 2 minutes.
No.
Oh, he's not in game.
Hey, what?
The guy who asked isn't playing right now.
Yeah, no. That's why
I was like,
said
how's
you can
this
go.
game? I was so confused. I was like, is this game really going to end in the next 2 minutes? Who's going to win?
In that situation, I think it would have been better to go ahead and get the tower over the dragon.
And then you can float back to dragon if you want to.
Yeah. Instead, you might end up getting 2 kills.
Just back off, Fid. Just back off. Fid's dead.
Yeah. At some point, you have to start prioritizing like towers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And here, 30 minutes in, where death timers are over 40 seconds. Yeah, it's pretty important.
It's true.
Okay,
Ooh, the Baron.
Yeah. They could. That's a good call.
Yep. It's a great call.
They just killed their jungler. The rest of the team had to go back.
There we go.
They need to start it like right. Like as soon as that call goes down, they need to start it.
Yeah.
And Ezreal needs to be there too.
They've like, yeah. With Ezreal there, they would be doing so much because he's going to speed up all their attacks.
Yep. Yeah.
TF is a good AP for doing it too.
Slain Baron Nashor.
Good call, red team.
Yeah. Now red team should be able to use this to dominate. Okay. Right now, if I'm red team, I'm going back. TF is going back. We just got Baron. So many people go ham after getting Baron, and then lose like 3 people because one person goes back, and then everyone, or 2 people go back, and 3 people just randomly go ham. Like if Fid comes here and gets in before TF, which I think TF ults down. Yeah. And they recognize, okay, this is a 5 versus 4. They could wreck you. You all should have gone back there. Also, if I am red team, as soon as I get the Baron, I'm going back, and then I'm saying, okay, what is the easiest objective for us to get? Top outer tower. Outer towers are sorry, inner tower. Inner towers are way easier to get than inhibitor towers. Ooh. Oh, okay. Alright. I was a little confused that fight because people were like on the other side and not grouped, and I was confused about who was on which team for a second there, but
Blue team's turret has been destroyed. Killing spree.
Fiddle needs to be with the team defending.
Red team's turret
And
has
then-
been destroyed. Blue team's inhibitor has
Um,
been destroyed.
They kind of had a 3-on-3 going, and then Annie came in along with TF, and Annie ulted just Pantheon. Like, Pantheon's not the worst target to ult, but it's not okay to... If you hit only one person, it has to be a guaranteed kill onto a priority target. Otherwise, you want to hit 3 people or 1 priority target and someone else.
Yeah.
At least.
Leona, if you want to be the one taking the tower, you don't need to be hitting the tower. Just stand in, like, on the very outside range of the tower, so that way when you need to, you can get out quick.
Yeah, that's if
Because you're
there's
not,
someone there.
you're not contributing all that much damage to the tower, so yeah, just be on the outside.
Okay, this TF is carrying so hard right now. He's 13-3. That is so nuts.
I would have liked to seen Leona if she can go back. Okay, never mind, she can't. I would have liked to see her finish the face of the mountain
Yeah.
before going into another item. Just because it does offer a lot for her team.
Definitely.
Especially going on to, like, Pantheon.
That should be like...
Like, I
Well-
like getting that as a second item just because you already have a lot of the components.
You
and it's
mean
readily available. Like, after you get Sightstone.
Sightstone full boots and then it...
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd be fine with that.
But the
Like-
rest of your items are fine.
Right. Whenever you are supporting, your first item should always be either your upgraded money item or your Sightstone. After that, you should get the other one, and then you should get tier 2 boots. For every single support, those are your first 3 items. Like 99% of the games. If you did that every game, no one would complain. Or, well, I wouldn't put it... I mean, no one should complain. That's a fine build for every single game to
Yeah.
start.
Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
The positioning here is really awkward. Like, blue getting caught out too far in their own base. Like, it's really strange. Ez, that's fine. Keep hitting Garen. Ezreal, kill Garen. Like, your job is to be safe and deal as much damage as you can from your max range. Finish Garen there, and you would have saved someone on your team. Oh, nice.
Yeah, that should be game.
Yeah. What made me
Team's turret
like
has been destroyed.
when I was like silver or gold, like low gold, I don't remember. The one thing that made me way better at AD carry was when I realized my job was to stay alive and do damage
Yeah.
more than it was to kill. Like, getting kills isn't as important as being alive and damage dealing. Your job, you want to sit in the back and hit as many auto attacks as you can from your max range. That is your job. And once you've mastered that, then you can start going for like testing limits on kills and stuff like that. Like, or in normals, you can test limits on kills. But until you master like auto attacking as often as possible from your max range, don't try and like just get good at that, and you'll be like a good AD carry and CSing. Did you get the invite to the game?
Yeah, it's full. Oh, there we go. Now I'm in. All right.
Legolas.